There is a report out of Syria tonight that the Assad regime is responsible for a massacre in Baidaia. A Syrian human rights organization says 13 members of a family, including women and children, were killed. This as the humanitarian crisis is unfolding at a catastrophic level the world hasn't seen for nearly 2 decades. NBC's Ayman Mohideen has our report.
On the front lines of Syria's civil war, the fighting rages on between the Assad regime and rebels. And now, for the first time, the Syrian opposition is battling amongst itself. Syrian rebels are fighting al-Qaeda-inspired militants in a few towns, all while the humanitarian suffering reaches new catastrophic levels. More than 6 million people have been displaced both inside and outside of Syria. 4 million Syrians can no longer meet their basic food needs. And nearly 5,000 people have been killed each month since last July. 6,000 people are leaving the country every day, a rate the UN says the world hasn't seen since the Rwandan genocide in 1994. Many of those fleeing have come here to the Zaatari refugee camp in neighboring Jordan. Makeshift tents, hospitals, and schools are now home to nearly 130,000 refugees. Even though they escaped Syria, Abu Yasser asked us not to reveal his family's identity out of fear his family back home could be punished. He shows me where a Syrian bullet pierced his wrist while walking home with groceries in Damascus one day. After security forces came and took his sister and cousin, he took his wife and 2 children and fled, first to Lebanon and then here to Egypt. But they yearn to return to their homes and families, they tell me, something they won't do until the regime of President Assad falls. For now, there's no indication that will happen. Some U.S. officials say the conflict in Syria could drag on for years, and Assad may still be in power 1 year from today, which means for the people of Syria, the suffering will also go on. Ayman Mohideen, NBC News, Cairo.